Philosophy. Philosophy is nothing other than the study of things that are invisible, and that happened only once. Part 13. The Once Seen World and the Architect of Absence. It has taken us 12 long movements, each a slow revolution around this strange sun of thought, to arrive here, to this quiet landing where the fragment, once opaque and glittering with secrecy, now begins to stir with familiarity. It does not grow less mysterious, no, but begins to feel known, like the contour of one's own name spoken across an unfamiliar valley. And so we turn now for Part 13 to examine what I will call the once-seen world, that elusive terrain wherein the visible has vanished, the event has passed, and only the echo remains. We are studying things invisible. And not just any invisibility, but that type of invisibility which results not from concealment, nor from abstraction, nor from metaphor, but from singularity. This is the heart of the matter. For what is it that makes a thing invisible, if not its having already happened? If you were there when the lightning struck the mountain, then yes, you saw it. But now, even the char remains silent. The mountain is charred, but no longer alight. The noise has dispersed. The sky is calm. And even if you describe it, no matter how fervently, with what detail or trembling passion, you are never speaking of the thing itself, but only of its afterburn. This is the nature of the once-seen world. Its elements happened once and are now invisible, not because they were imaginary nor illusory, but because they were real. Real once real, and then gone. Let us be precise. The realm of the visible is governed by repetition. The realm of the invisible is governed by uniqueness. Philosophy, if it is to be loyal to its highest calling, must concern itself with the latter. The unphotographable. There are no cameras in the moment when the soul changes direction. There are no recordings of the second before a man turns around and does not jump. There are no waveforms that can capture the instant when forgiveness takes root in a child who has every right to hate. These things happen once. They were real. They may be remembered. They may be told. But they are not visible. Not anymore. Not even to the one who lived them. You may replay them, yes, but the replay is a facsimile, a corpse with your own voice dressed inside it. And this is why philosophical inquiry, if it is honest, must become a kind of archaeology of the once seen. It must go digging into the bones of events that will not return, not even for the highest bidder. We are not scientists. We are not engineers. We are not priests nor magicians, nor even poets, though we borrow from all four. We are interpreters of absence. We are cartographers of the invisible. We are witnesses of the unrepeatable. And this is a difficult vocation because our proofs are unwelcome in court. Our subjects appear mad to historians. And our insights, though profound, often arrive in language so subtle, so brittle, that no ordinary ear can carry them home intact. 2. The weight of once. There is a kind of weight that rests on the shoulders of the unrepeatable. That weight is meaning. Do not confuse this with importance. The once seen may not be important at all in the worldly sense, but it bears meaning because it cannot be revised. Its truth is not subject to edit. There is no patch, no update, no rewrite. To know this, to truly know this, is terrifying, for it means your first betrayal of a friend is the betrayal. There is no workshop of the past in which to reforge that moment. And likewise, your unexpected act of mercy, your first surrender, your brief kneeling before another's pain, these two are weighty with the permanence of once. They live in the kingdom of the irreversible. So what does it mean to study such things? It means this. You must look directly at the final. You must walk willingly into the room where nothing can be undone. You must listen to stories told by ghosts who do not even remember their names. Philosophy, at least as I understand it, is not the love of wisdom in general. That is too vague. It is the love of that specific wisdom that arises when a person finally stops trying to make the past better. It is the study of meaning where the edit button has been removed. 3. The engineers of the invisible. We do not arrive at this fragment alone. No artifact of the zero-friction machine company is free-floating. They are all linked, designed, embedded with intelligences that do not shout but wait. Each fragment bears a different load, a different curvature, and this one, the one we now hold, is among the most volatile. It cannot be easily repurposed. It resists sloganization. It humbles the interpreter, because this fragment does not just define philosophy. It exposes what philosophy dares to look at. It hints that to practice philosophy rightly is to train one's inner sight upon moments that are not coming back, to study them not to change them, but to understand what they meant, even now, especially now. And so this fragment is a map not of space, but of temporal blindness, those regions where time has taken something from us and left no trace. And the only way to reclaim the shape of what was lost is through the surgical courage of thought. This is not nostalgia. This is not memory. This is truth excavation. It is not a longing to relive, but a longing to re-see. Philosophy is the retina that stares into the negative space where a soul once pivoted, once wept, once kissed, once lied, once heard its own name, and turned, just once, and never again. For why it matters now. We live in a time addicted to repetition. Algorithms thrive on what occurs again. Markets reward what scales. Language is mass-produced. And meaning? Meaning has become a casualty of quantity. And so the practice of contemplating the once and never again is a subversive act. It slows time. It wounds the systems that depend on uniformity. It privileges the sacred unscannable. This is what makes the zero-friction machine company so dangerous and so necessary. We do not teach escape. We teach precision. We teach men and women how to notice that which will not happen again, and to see it not with regret, not with clinging, but with eyes that love truth more than comfort. Our tools are not mass market. Our machines are small. Our operators quiet. But the fragments, these beautifully disobedient fragments, are built to restore what has been trampled in the name of progress, the soul's ability to see what it once saw, to know what it once knew, and to learn how to carry it into silence, not for broadcast, but for becoming. Closing the eye. In the end, philosophy does not give us control. It does not return the vanished. It does not rewind the irreversible. What it gives us is stranger and more potent. It gives us the courage to stop pretending. To stop pretending we know what we do not. To stop pretending the past is retrievable. To stop pretending we can find meaning in things that happen again and again and again, as if meaning were a mass event. No, meaning happens once, and is seen by the one who dares to see once. That is the task of the philosopher. That is the purpose of this fragment. And that is why it is not a sentence but a door, when you cannot enter twice. One that, once entered, leaves the world rearranged. Not better, but seen. And perhaps by seeing, understood.